So listen, we have first class condition, second class condition, and a third class condition. Yeah? You with me?
Yeah.
Hey, if you write this down in your notebook and memorize this chart, conditionals will no longer be a problem for you. It follows simple rules. Okay? So a first class condition, let me ask, is it real or unreal?
Real.
Good, it's real. Second class, real or unreal?
Unreal.
Yes,
Unreal.
I say unreal, that's right, unreal. It's an unreal situation. And then how about third class, real or unreal?
Unreal. Unreal on the...
It's unreal.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Now,
Unreal.
listen, we're dealing with tenses here. Conditionals are adverb clauses, okay? You're creating a situation or a condition in time, okay? And actually, you can only create, this is real in the present. So put that in your mind. You're creating a condition that's real in the present, okay? This is a weirdo, man. You're actually, with a second class condition, you're creating an unreal in the present, okay? And then with a third class condition, you're creating an unreal in the past. Now, so that's the condition. You have a first class condition, real, right now, baby, okay? You have a second class condition, unreal, right now, baby, okay? And then you have a third class unreal in the past. So the question is now, how do we create these? What are the verb tenses in the if clause? And what's the verb tense in the result clause? And listen, these are stuck. You can't play with these, okay? So once we learn these, they just stay the same. All right? Over here, we're going to see there are a few more options. Let's take a look first of all in the if clause. Alright. Ooh, let's go pretty red. Okay. So a first class real, the if clause, what tense do I need here? Present. Good. I need always. You always need the present tense. Okay? You're going to see in the book, it is possible to make something a little more uncertain. You can add a should in this. You can add should to the verb, the modal should, to show that you're a little bit uncertain. That's possible. We'll learn that in a minute. All right? So always, first class condition, if clause, simple present. How about in the second class, unreal in the present?
Simple past.
Simple past. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Always, 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 simple past. Right here, third class, unreal in the past. What's the verb tense? Somebody help me, other than this guy. I know he knows. Woo, nope. Simple past is up here. What do I need here? Nope.
Teacher, here.
Thank you. Who said that? Past perfect.
Yeah.
Okay? Now, let's jump over to the result clause. So in a first class condition, it's real, it's in the present. We're talking about right now, it's a real situation. Present in the if clause. In the result clause, I got some options. I can use, what are the two most common tenses?
Future.
Good. Future. What else? Present.
Future and present.
There's another option. Another thing that happens is using a modal. Like should, may, might, yeah. Sometimes it happens with a modal in the present tense. Okay? And also a command. It's very possible for the result clause to be a command. So those are options right there, depending on what you're trying to do. Okay? Now let's jump down to second class, unreal in the present. So you're still talking about a condition right now, but it's not real, man. It's a fake situation compared to the truth. Okay? So again, simple past and the if clause. And then over here, what's the formula for this? Anybody know? Name?
Yeah, the model we use simple past, but the verb present.
So you need a past modal, like a would, a should, a could, okay? Plus the base form of the verb.
Yep.
So this would be like, and usually, listen, it's like a would or a could plus the base form of the verb. We're going to get lots of examples of these in a minute when we come back from the break, probably. All right, for a third class, unreal in the past, in the if clause, I need a past perfect, right? How do I make past perfect, by the way? I need what? Yep, plus past participle. I like verb 3. Verb 3 is cool, right? Past participle. Alright. Then over here, what's the formula?
Here.
I know you know. Anybody else know? What's the formula?
Would have plus participle.
Good.
I would have.
I need would plus have. Now this could be any of these, right? Again, would plus have plus the verb 3. Or past participle. Are you guys okay?
Yeah.
Let's get one example of each up on the board, just for the fun of it. Can somebody give me a nice first class condition?
The first one?
Yeah.
If I pass this class, I will make a small party.
Good. If I pass this class, comma or no comma?
Comma.
If we start to diff, we have to comma.
Right. I will make a small party. Can I come?
Yeah.
All right. Question. What's the verb here?
Pass.
Good. What tense is it?
Present.
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 Yep. It's present. Is that what we said to do?
Yeah.
Yes. And then over here, where's the verb?
Will make.
And what tense is that?
Future. Teacher also can.
Is that right? Is that an option?
Yes.
Yes.
Good.
Also, I can say if I were him, I will make a big party.
All right, thank you. You're actually doing the unreal present, right?
Yeah.
So can you change that to an unreal present?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead. What did you give me?
If I were him,
If I
were
were him. By the way, is Nave him? No, that's what makes it unreal, right? Fake? If I were him,
I would make a big party, or
I would make a big party.
yeah.
All right, question. In the first one, what's the verb here?
Simple past.
It's were,
Yeah,
isn't
be.
it? What tense is it?
Past.
It's past. Good. Is that what we want over here? Yeah. See, he's talking about it's right now in the present, but it's unreal, isn't it? And the way we do that is by making the if clause verb simple past. And that's what he did. If I were him, he's not him. And then what does he do? He uses would plus the base form, doesn't he?
Yeah.
And he did it perfectly. Now, can somebody give me a third class?
We could make it the
Hold
same.
on. Abdurrahman?
If I
if I had $1 million.
Be careful, what do you need?
If I had learned
Good. If I had learned
many things.
Can you be more specific? If I had learned
If I had learned English.
English, I would
be professional.
I would be
professional.
at it. Hey, good. So, again, where's the verb here? Does he use the past participle?
Yes.
Yeah, he does. That's what he's supposed to do. Had learned English. The truth is, he didn't learn English. Well, then we're not talking about you. Let's just say Joe Schmo, because you did learn English. But let's just say it's Bill. So, Bill really never did learn English in the past. That's the truth. That's why it's untrue in the past. And now he has a problem, doesn't he? Or he had a problem in the past. I would be professional at it. So everything's in the past now. And he uses the formula would plus the
Teacher.
we got a problem.
Yeah.
What do we need here?
Been.
I would
have
be-
been. Have been.
I would be.
Present perfect.
And then, yep, I would have been a professional at it. So we fixed it, and now everything's in the back, in the past. Hey, cool. When we come back, we're going to start looking at a bunch of different examples of this. Okay, but this is a nice overview. All right, take a break. Yes. Yeah, it's another form of if.
Teacher.
Whether.
Is it the same? Like, for example,
Whether I pass this class, I will make a small party. It has a different meaning, though. It's like whether or not. So if I pass or not,
yeah, so
then I'm still going to have a party no matter what, right?
Yeah, what about if I don't use or not, and then this?
You don't have to. It makes better sense, though, if you say whether or not. Yeah.
Teacher, after I use the have been. What's the approach for?
Have been a professional.
Have.
Yeah, you okay? We're just yakking. Thanks, happy. Oops. Yeah, those connections are expensive too, aren't they? Got it? Okay. All right.
Teacher.
Yep.
In the second. Why we use present and simple past?
You mean here?
Yeah, the second. Present and simple past. Here.
Yeah, what this means, the condition itself is in the present. So you're still, like if I say, if I were him, see I'm talking to you, I could say, if I were you, I wouldn't do that. See, we're having a conversation in the present. It's not true though, I'm not you. And the way to do that is to do these tenses. This is in the if clause, this is in the result clause. Okay?
Listening comprehension. Listen to the conversations. Conversation 1.
I don't know how to tell you this, but I had a little accident with your bike.
Oh no. Are you okay?
I'm fine.
Thank goodness.
But I'm afraid the bike got pretty badly damaged. Don't worry though. The repair shop says they can fix it. And I will pay for the damage, of course.
Conversation 2.
What happened to this suitcase? When I loaned it to you, it had 2 wheels.
Uh-oh. I guess they broke off when they were unloading the luggage. Those baggage guys are way too rough with people's bags.
Well, it's not going to be much use to me this way. Do you think you could get it repaired?
You know, it wasn't really my fault. Why don't you just call the airline and see if they'll take care of it?
Listening comprehension. Listen to the conversations.
Yeah. I catch.
Yesterday I was talking to someone about the coffee. They prepare a delicious coffee. My mother says, no, Colombia will have the best coffee around the world. I say, okay. But I taste a good coffee. It was delicious.
Teacher, you're not host.
ايش فيها وش
اللي هي
ايه شوف اعتقد هز انه مندفع الثاني وش وحده نام وحده رجل صح
الكلام ده
Is it still playing?
Yeah.
I'll just have to cut the video. All right, hey, listen, we're on page 22. And they got a lot of really great examples on page 22 of a first-class condition. Abdul Rahman, read A.
If I don't eat from breakfast, I always get hungry during breakfast.
Good. Hey, the point here is you can actually, the if clause can be negative, okay? That's possible. Can somebody give me another nice negative in the if clause? If I
exercise it today.
What?
I will be sad.
I will be out the ship.
Out the ship.
Good. Comma or no comma?
Yeah.
Good. I will get fat. I like that. So listen, what's the verb here?
Don't exercise.
There's your negative. Make sure on the negative word order you get it in the middle, or on the auxiliary verb. Okay. We need a comma over here, and it is a what tense?
Present.
Yep, it's a present.
It's a true.
And then down here.
It's a future.
Yep, we'll get.
Yeah.
So it's a first class. Is it real or unreal?
Real.
It's real, man.
Present.
And you're kind of throwing the result into the future, right? So if this doesn't happen, then this will take place in the future. All right, cool. Let's have Francisco. Will you read B?
Water freezes or will freeze in the temperature reach 32 Fahrenheit or 0 centigrade.
Hey, good. Now I like this. What they're showing you here is.
Switch the.
Yeah, go ahead. What were you going to say?
Switch the result.
Correct. So listen, I can do the if and then the result, or I can do the result and then the if. Right. Here, you got to put a comma.
Yeah.
Here,
No comma.
no comma.
Because
Okay.
F in the middle.
Right. And the other, and you know, they show you in this sentence, sorry, result, that in the result clause, again, your option is water freezes. What tense is that?
Present.
Present, or will freeze,
Future.
future, when this situation happens. If the temperature reaches 32 degrees Fahrenheit or 0 degrees Celsius. Are you okay?
Yeah.
All right, why don't you read?
In this case, sorry teacher, in this case the first is in present and it could be present in the second. Present and present. The water freezes in the temperature.
Correct.
Freezes if the temperature reaches 32.
Correct.
Present and present.
Correct. It really, man, it's really close in meaning. I mean, obviously, the temperature has to drop to a certain level, right, before it freezes. So you can look at that in a future sense, right? Or you can just leave it simple present all the way across. And really, it's just stating a fact. And that's a good point to make. We use the first class condition to just state a fact, a condition that's truth or a fact. Okay? All right, C. Francisco, why don't you read C?
If I don't eat breakfast tomorrow morning, I would get hungry during class.
Everybody got it? Yes. It's just a normal, nothing weird going on. All right. Yes. Why don't you read D?
Teacher.
Oh, hold on. Question, Mohammed?
C.
C.
If I don't eat breakfast tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
All of them future or present future.
Let's look at it.
Depends on the situation.
If I don't eat breakfast tomorrow morning, yep, I will get hungry. Hey, let's talk. So you're probably getting confused. Where's the verb, first of all, in the if clause?
Don't eat.
Yeah, so we've got this, don't eat. And what tense is that?
Present.
It's just present, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now, what's confusing you is this right here, probably.
Yeah, because he's talking right now.
Correct.
Yeah.
So listen, this happens all the time. Even with adverb clauses of time, you'll often see a simple present with a future idea. Okay, by adding tomorrow, next week. It happens a lot in English, and you can do it. It's okay. You can have a simple present with a future idea by adding a time word or phrase. Okay? And then down here, of course, you've got what tense? Future. Okay? So this is just future. Is everybody okay? And by the way, I can say this first, right? I will get hungry if I don't eat breakfast tomorrow morning. It's okay. It means the same thing. All right. Let's go. One question.
Can I say if I didn't eat breakfast tomorrow morning?
You can, but now what class condition did you just change it to?
Second one, the simple past real.
You went to unreal in the present. So if I change it, and I like that you did that because it gives us a good example of how it changes the idea. If I didn't eat breakfast tomorrow morning, hey, did he eat breakfast?
No.
And by the way, we can't say this anymore either. We'd have to say, if I didn't eat breakfast yesterday morning, because it's in the past now.
I can say I will get hungry.
I would.
Be careful. What's the formula? We need
to take a step back. I would.
Simple past participle we need to use.
Well, wait a minute. Hold on. We're in a second class condition, right? Because it's unreal, which means he actually didn't eat breakfast yesterday. Okay?
I could.
Down here, we need a could or a would or a should, right?
Yeah, would.
I would.
I would have getting him.
I would
Have.
What do you need? Would plus the
Have getting.
base form. That's it. I would get hungry. So the truth is, you didn't eat breakfast yesterday morning. The truth is, you didn't eat breakfast yesterday morning, and actually you are hungry right now, right? So this is unreal in the present. You with me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think no need for that. Just I didn't eat breakfast.
Well, you can do that, but it's not a conditional anymore. We're talking about creating conditionals. So certainly you can say, I didn't eat breakfast yesterday morning. Therefore, see a therefore, here's the result, right? So we're doing a condition with a result, but you could just change it into a statement with a result and use like a therefore. There's lots of ways to do it. We're just talking about one way, which is a condition with a result. Okay? So what if I wanted to make this...
So this one in the last one.
This is a second class condition. And it's actually, it's now. It's present. The condition itself, it's untrue, present. Okay? So, I mean, I would say that right now, man. Like, maybe we're talking, right? And I'm like, oh, man, I'm so hungry. Or maybe Francisco's telling me, man, I'm starving. And I say something to him, man, Francisco, man, if you had eaten, wait a minute.
You have ate your breakfast.
No. If you ate your breakfast,
you would never be hungry.
if you ate your breakfast,
You wouldn't
get hungry.
You wouldn't.
That would be a different situation, but yeah. So if he's complaining about being hungry right now, right?
Exactly. Do you like something to eat? No, thank you. No. If I didn't eat breakfast yesterday, maybe I would get hungry too now.
Right.
But
Yeah, the truth is you did. So it's untrue, and we're using it right now in this conversation. And these are the verb tenses you have to use. Okay? In the if clause, you've got to use past. Okay, there's your past, right? And then in your result clause, you've got to use would plus the base form. Okay? And this is your result clause.
Teacher, can I say if I haven't eaten breakfast yesterday, I wouldn't have getting hungry?
You just tried to make the if clause present perfect.
Yeah.
It's
How can I make it by present perfect?
You can't. It's impossible. Never make an if clause conditional present perfect. Ever. No, 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 no. Okay? There are only three options for the if clause in a first class condition. It can be only one thing. What is it? First class condition.
True.
Present in the if clause.
Yeah.
Second class condition. Untrue in the present. Simple past. Third class condition. Untrue in the past. Past perfect. Okay? That's it. Those are your options. Okay? All right. Hey, let's go back to first class condition a second and look at some other possibilities for the result clause real quick. We're looking at D. Someone said, if it rains, read D.
If it rains, we should stay home. Should stay home.
Yeah. So if it rains, we
should stay home.
Yep, should stay home. All right, now in the if clause, what tense is it?
Present.
Yeah, it's just present.
Use it with the modal.
Yeah, and what they're showing you here in the result clause, right? Here, comma. Should stay home. It's just possible to use it's actually a past modal. You can use a past modal with the base form in a first class condition in the result clause. It's possible. And of course, these modals show different levels of stress, right? For different reasons. So this is kind of like obligation or advice. You should stay home. And we'll look at some of the different ways to use those. All right, read the next one, Mohammed. Yeah, yeah.
Why he didn't use the preposition at home?
If it rains, we should stay home. It's an understood. It's an understood prepositional phrase. It's acting like an adverb. So he's just, in speaking, we often just leave it off. Instead of at home, we just say home.
Like during class.
Yeah. It works here in this particular situation. It doesn't always work. Be careful. It's always best just to put it in, I think. But it's a good observation. It's actually a prepositional phrase. All right, and then read the next one. If
it's rain, I may decide to stay home.
Same thing, guys. It's another modal. I might decide to stay home. That's like a little less likely, right? Like, yeah, not sure.
Teacher, Why we don't have here participation between stay home?
Right, that's what he just asked. And I just said, in that situation when you're talking about at home, it's so commonly used that a lot of people just drop the at. But it's understood that it's there. Okay? It's just acting like an adverb of place.
So it's grammatically it's okay.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. It would not be a tag or anything like that. All right. D. Can you read the second one, Mohammed? I'm sorry, the third one.
If it's rain, we can't go.
Yeah. So again, a modal can't go. And in that situation, it's just a statement of fact, right? Or I'm just making a statement. We're not going, man. I can't go. 100% certain, can't go.
Can I use the past tense like would or could?
If it rains, we... See, actually, it would... Not with would, because you would use will, right? The future. Is what you would use there. You would say, if it rains, we will stay home, for example. You wouldn't want to say we would stay home.
What about
Could, if it rains, we... Yeah, you could. Yeah, you could.
Yeah, but could past modals.
It is, but you'll see here, like, it worked for should. Okay? It's possible, especially when we start talking about mixed conditionals, you'll see that you'll need to use it in some situations, and we'll get to that. So it's not impossible in the right situation, okay? And they're actually going to teach you in the next section the difference between would and could, okay? We'll get to it. All right, read the next one for me, Nate.
If it's rain, we are going to stay home. We are going to stay home.
Yeah. So listen, that's just, you guys all know that that's another example of the future. It's a way to make the future continuous. That's it. Okay? And then E, finally, let's see, let's have Ahmed read E.
If anyone calls, please take a message.
It's a command. Okay? And that's also possible. Just leave the verb tense in the simple present. If anyone calls, simple present, tell him to call me back. Or ask him to call me back. That is okay to do that. Are you okay? Alright, pretty straightforward. And then look at F, finally. Yes, Mana, read F.
If anyone should call, please take a message.
Yeah, so the point here is, and this is a little weird.
Yeah.
Notice the modal should is in the if clause. And I just got done telling you don't break the rules on the tenses. Yeah. But this is an exception. Okay? You can add should to a first class if clause to show that you're not certain of, as certain of something. So, if anyone should call, it means I really don't think they're going to call. Okay? If anyone should call, please take a message. It just lowers the expectation a little bit. Okay? I really don't think they're going to, but if they should, are you okay? Just know that it can happen. All right. You can turn that off, Nate, and let's go to the book.